Black is sleek and timeless. But is it really the most elegant choice? Here are 10 stunning shades that may outshine it. And one of them might just become your new signature color. 1. Deep Emerald Green, the new symbol of luxury. Okay, let's be real. Black is like that one friend who always shows up to the party looking good. Reliable? Absolutely. But a little predictable? Maybe. If you want a color that's just as chic but way more intriguing, let me introduce you to Deep Emerald Green. This shade is like black's cooler, more mysterious cousin. It's got depth, it's got drama, and it instantly makes everything look expensive. First off, why emerald? Well, think about it. This color has been the go-to for royalty, old Hollywood glamour, and even those fancy velvet couches in mansions. It's rich without being flashy, bold without screaming for attention. And unlike black, which can sometimes feel a little harsh, especially if you're pale like me, emerald green has this magical way of flattering every skin tone. Warm undertones? It makes you glow. Cool undertones? It brings out this gorgeous contrast. It's basically nature's filter. Now, how do you wear it? The best part is, emerald green is insanely versatile. You can go full-on glam with a satin emerald dress, instant old money vibes, or keep it casual with a chunky knit sweater in this shade. Either way, you'll look put together without even trying. And let's talk home decor. A single emerald green accent wall or a velvet armchair in this color instantly elevates a room from nice to, wait, is this a boutique hotel? Pro tip: pair it with gold jewelry for maximum luxe effect, or keep it modern with crisp white and black accents. And if you're nervous about going all in, start small, like a scarf, a handbag, or even just nail polish. Trust me, once you try it, you'll wonder why you ever defaulted to black so much. So, do you think you're ready to give emerald green a shot? Or are you still Team Black? 2. Dusty Rose, the unexpected neutral that beats black. Let's shatter some stereotypes right now. Pink isn't just for little girls or Valentine's Day. Dusty Rose is here to prove that pink can be the most sophisticated color in your palette. This isn't your bubblegum pink. It's a muted, complex hue with just enough gray undertone to make it undeniably elegant. What makes Dusty Rose so special is its ability to be both soft and strong at the same time. It's feminine without being frilly, romantic without being saccharine. While black can sometimes feel heavy or severe, Dusty Rose brings warmth and approachability to any look. It's the color equivalent of a perfectly executed no-makeup makeup look. It enhances your natural beauty without announcing itself too loudly. The psychology behind this color is fascinating. Dusty Rose promotes feelings of calm and compassion, making it perfect for both your wardrobe and your living space. It's why you'll see this shade in high-end spas and boutique hotels. It creates an atmosphere of understated luxury. Unlike brighter pinks that can feel juvenile, Dusty Rose has a timeless quality that transcends trends. Now, let's talk about wearing this beautiful hue. The key to styling Dusty Rose is in the pairings. For a modern, sophisticated look, try it with navy blue or charcoal gray. These combinations are office-appropriate, but far more interesting than your standard black and white. For evening wear, a dusty rose satin slip dress is effortlessly chic, especially when paired with minimalist gold jewelry. But Dusty Rose isn't just for clothing. In home decor, it's incredibly versatile. A Dusty Rose accent wall can make a bedroom feel like a luxury suite, while Dusty Rose bedding creates a serene retreat. Even in masculine spaces, Dusty Rose throw pillows or artwork can add just the right touch of warmth without feeling overly feminine. So the next time you're about to reach for that black sweater or dress, consider giving Dusty Rose a try instead. It might just become your new neutral. 3. Navy blue, the secretly powerful color that outshines black. All right, let's have a real talk about navy blue. I know what you're thinking. It's basically just dark blue, right? How special can it be? Oh, my friend, let me tell you, navy blue isn't just another color. It's black's more sophisticated, more versatile, frankly better-dressed sibling. And today, I'm going to convince you why navy deserves a prime spot in your wardrobe and home. even over that trusty black you keep reaching for. First, let's talk about why navy blue is objectively better than black in so many situations. Black is like that one friend who's always just a little too intense, great in small doses, but can be overwhelming if you're not careful. But navy is the friend who's always appropriate, always classy, and somehow looks good in every situation. It's the color equivalent of that person who can go from a business meeting to a cocktail party without even changing clothes. The magic of navy lies in its depth, where black absorbs all light, which is why it can sometimes look flat or harsh. Navy has this beautiful dimensionality to it. In different lights, it reveals subtle blue undertones that give it life and movement. This is why navy looks equally stunning in bright daylight as it does under evening lights, something black struggles with. And let's talk skin tones. While black can sometimes wash people out, navy has this incredible ability to complement every complexion. It makes pale skin glow, gives medium skin depth, and looks absolutely regal on darker skin tones. Here's my challenge to you. For the next month, every time you're about to reach for something black, ask yourself if navy could work instead. I promise you'll be amazed at how often the answer is yes, and how much more polished and interesting your outfits will look. It's time to embrace the power of navy, because your future stylish self will thank you. Navy has this uncanny ability to make you look like you put in effort when you really didn't. And isn't that what we all want? 4. Charcoal gray, black's more interesting sibling. All right, let's talk about color. Specifically, why black, as classic as it is, might not always be the most elegant choice. Don't get me wrong, black is sleek, it's timeless, it goes with everything. But sometimes, it can feel a little predictable, safe, maybe even a little harsh. So today, we're exploring some seriously sophisticated alternatives, and one of my personal favorites is charcoal gray. Now, charcoal is like black's cooler, more laid-back cousin. It's got all the depth and richness of black, but with a softer, more approachable vibe. Picture a perfectly tailored charcoal suit. It's just as sharp as black, but it doesn't scream funeral. It's office-ready, date-night approved, and somehow manages to look expensive without even trying. Plus, it plays so well with other colors. Pair it with crisp white for a clean, modern look, or warm it up with camel or blush for something a little cozier. And here's the thing, charcoal gray is forgiving. Black can sometimes wash people out or feel a little severe, but charcoal? It's universally flattering. It adds dimension without overwhelming, and it works in every season. Cozy charcoal knits can be your winter best friends, and for summer, lightweight charcoal linen. It's the chameleon of neutrals, always stylish, never boring. So if you're clinging to black because it feels like the safest option, maybe give charcoal a try. It's got all the sophistication, none of the edge, and honestly, it might just become your new neutral obsession. And let's not forget how effortlessly charcoal gray bridges the gap between casual and formal. Throw on a charcoal blazer with jeans? Instant, I didn't try too hard, but I look amazing energy. It's the color that says, I know what I'm doing, without saying a word. Proof that elegance doesn't have to be loud. 5. Terracotta, earthy warmth with high-end appeal. Black might be the go-to for a sleek, no-fuss look, but let's talk about a color that brings warmth, richness, and a touch of sophistication without trying too hard. Terracotta. Imagine the sun setting over a Tuscan villa, the warm glow of clay pottery fresh from the kiln, or that effortlessly chic linen dress that turns heads without screaming for attention. That's the magic of terracotta. It's not just a color, it's an entire aesthetic, one that whispers luxury while keeping things grounded and approachable. So what makes terracotta so special? Unlike black, which can sometimes feel stark or impersonal, terracotta wraps you in a cozy, lived-in elegance. It's earthy without feeling dull, warm without being overwhelming, and surprisingly versatile. Picture a terracotta blazer paired with crisp white trousers for a modern twist on office wear, or a flowy terracotta midi dress that transitions seamlessly from brunch to an evening out. In home decor, it's just as transformative. A single terracotta vase can anchor a room, while terracotta tiles or an accent wall add instant character to any space. And let's talk about its universal appeal. While some colors can clash with certain skin tones or feel too trendy, terracotta is one of those rare shades that flatter everyone. Its muted orange-red undertones complement warm and cool complexions alike, making it a no-fail choice for clothing, accessories, and even makeup. Plus, it plays well with other colors. Pair it with sage green for a nature-inspired palette, or with navy blue for a bold, unexpected contrast. But perhaps the best thing about terracotta is how it makes you feel. Black can sometimes fade into the background, but terracotta has a way of making moments feel intentional and special. Whether it's the terracotta mug you sip your morning coffee from, or the statement coat you throw on for errands, this color has a knack for turning everyday things into little luxuries. So next time you're tempted to reach for that trusty black blazer or basic black couch, ask yourself, could terracotta add a little more warmth and personality to your life? Once you start incorporating it, you'll wonder how you ever settled for anything less. Black will always have its place, but terracotta? It's not just a color, it's a lifestyle. 6. Muted lavender. Calm and regal, let's talk about a color that brings elegance without the edge. Muted lavender. Imagine the soft, dreamy hue of lavender fields at dusk, but dialed down just enough to feel sophisticated rather than sugary. This isn't your childhood princess shade. It's a grown-up, refined version that whispers luxury instead of screaming for attention. So, why is muted lavender secretly better than black? First off, it's instantly calming. Black can feel heavy, even a little intimidating, but lavender has this magical ability to relax the mood while still keeping things polished. Picture a lavender blazer in a meeting. You're making a statement, but it's a statement that says, "I'm confident, but I also have great taste." It's the color equivalent of a deep breath in the middle of a chaotic day. And let's talk versatility. You might think pastels are limited to spring, but muted lavender plays well year-round. Pair it with charcoal gray for winter coziness, soft beige for effortless summer chic, or even deep emerald green for a bold contrast. Unlike black, which can sometimes suck the life out of an outfit, lavender adds just enough warmth to keep things interesting. Plus, it's universally flattering. Cool undertones? Warm undertones? Doesn't matter. This shade is here to make you look good. So, next time you reach for that trusty black staple, remember that muted lavender does it better. It's elegant, it's fresh, and honestly, it's way more fun. Black will always have its place, but if you want a color that's equally chic with twice the personality, lavender might just be your new neutral. 7. Burgundy, bold and refined. Enter burgundy, the rich, wine-inspired shade that screams elegance without trying too hard. Imagine a sleek burgundy blazer. It's just as polished as black, but with way more personality. This color doesn't just sit there quietly. It makes a statement while keeping things classy. What makes burgundy so special is that it's bold enough to stand out, but deep enough to avoid looking flashy. It's like the color version of that friend who shows up to a party looking effortlessly cool while the rest of us are still figuring out what to wear. Plus, it works year-round, dark and cozy for winter, surprisingly fresh in summer when paired with lighter fabrics. And let's talk versatility. Dress it up with gold jewelry for a luxe vibe, or keep it casual with denim for an easy, put-together look. The best part? Burgundy flatters everyone. Unlike some tricky colors that wash you out or clash with your undertones, this one's a universal crowd pleaser. So next time you're about to reach for that trusty black sweater, consider giving burgundy a shot. And hey, if not, at least you didn't play it safe, and that's always a win. 8. Ochre yellow, vibrant without being loud. All right, let's talk about ochre yellow, the underdog of elegant colors. You might be thinking, yellow? Really? Isn't that a bit loud? But hear me out. This isn't the neon highlighter yellow of your school notebooks or the blinding taxicab shade that screams for attention. Ochre yellow is something else entirely. It's warm, rich, and earthy, like golden hour sunlight or a perfectly baked loaf of bread. It carries depth without being heavy, brightness without being harsh, and sophistication without trying too hard. What makes ochre yellow so special is its versatility. It's bold enough to stand out, but muted enough to feel refined. In fashion, it works as a statement piece. Think a tailored ochre blazer or a cashmere scarf that elevates a neutral outfit. In decor, it brings warmth to spaces without overwhelming them. A throw pillow, an accent wall, or even a ceramic vase can make a room feel cozy and inviting. And unlike black, which can sometimes feel cold or severe, ochre yellow radiates energy in the most effortless way. The best part? It plays well with others. Pair it with deep browns for an earthy, autumnal vibe, or contrast it with crisp whites for a fresh, modern look. It even holds its own against darker shades like charcoal or navy, adding just the right pop of warmth. So if you've been hesitant about yellow, ochre is your gateway shade. Proof that vibrant doesn't have to mean loud. It's the color equivalent of confidence without arrogance, making it a worthy rival to black any day. Next time you're tempted to reach for that little black dress or another black sofa, consider ochre yellow instead. It might just become your new neutral. 9. Slate blue, cool, subtle, and flattering without being loud. Black might be the go-to for a sleek, no-nonsense look, but let's be honest, it can feel a little too safe sometimes. If you want something just as sophisticated, but with a bit more personality, let me introduce you to slate blue. This underrated gem is like the quiet genius of the color world. Cool, subtle, and effortlessly flattering, without ever screaming for attention. So, what makes slate blue so special? First off, it's the perfect middle ground between bold and neutral. Unlike brighter blues that can feel overwhelming, or pastels that might wash you out, slate blue has a muted, almost grayish undertone that gives it a soft, refined edge. It's the kind of color that says, I know what I'm doing, but I don't need to shout about it. Whether you're dressing for a meeting, redecorating your space, or just want a fresh alternative to black, slate blue brings depth without drama. One of the best things about this shade? It's insanely versatile. In fashion, it works year-round. Pair it with crisp white for a fresh summer look. Layer it with charcoal gray for winter sophistication. Or mix it with warm neutrals like camel or oatmeal for a cozy autumn vibe. It's also a dream for accessories. Think slate blue handbags, scarves, or even shoes that add just enough interest without clashing. And let's not forget that a slate blue accent wall, throw pillows, or even dinnerware can make a space feel calm and collected, like a high-end boutique hotel. But here's the real kicker. Slate blue is universally flattering. While some colors can clash with certain skin tones, this shade has just enough coolness to complement warm undertones and enough softness to balance cooler ones. It's not as harsh as black, so it won't drain your complexion, and it's not as stark as white, so it won't overpower you. It's the Goldilocks of colors, just right. And let's talk about the vibe it gives off. Black can sometimes feel a little serious, business. Slate blue, on the other hand, keeps that professionalism, but adds a touch of approachability. It's the color of someone who's confident, but not intimidating, stylish, but not trying too hard. It's the ideal choice when you want to look polished, but still relatable. Whether you're giving a presentation, going on a date, or just running errands in a way that says, yes, I did wake up like this. So next time you reach for that trusty black blazer or those safe black curtains, ask yourself, could slate blue do it better? It's a small shift that makes a big difference, proving that elegance doesn't always have to be dark and dramatic. Sometimes the most sophisticated choice is the one that whispers instead of shouts. And honestly, slate blue might just be the most stylish whisper you've ever heard. 10. Creamy off-white. Minimalist perfection. If you want that same effortless elegance, but with a softer, more inviting touch, creamy off-white is the answer. This isn't just some boring beige or sterile white. It's warm, it's subtle, and it somehow manages to feel both cozy and luxe at the same time. Picture a perfectly tailored linen blazer in this shade, or a living room with walls that glow like sunlight at golden hour. It's the kind of color that makes everything look expensive without trying too hard. What makes creamy off-white so special is its versatility. Unlike black, which can sometimes suck the life out of a space or an outfit, this shade adds depth while keeping things airy. It pairs beautifully with almost anything: deep browns for a rustic feel, soft pastels for something dreamy, or even bold jewel tones if you want a little contrast. And the best part? It's forgiving. Spill coffee on a black shirt, and it's a disaster. Spill it on off-white? Suddenly, it's just part of the aesthetic. But the real magic of creamy off-white is in the mood it creates. Black can feel serious, even a little intimidating. This? It's welcoming. It's the color of cashmere throws, of art galleries with natural light, of that effortlessly chic cafe where everything just looks good. It's minimalist, yes, but never cold or sterile. It's a whisper rather than a shout. And sometimes, that's exactly what you need. So next time you're about to reach for black, ask yourself, could creamy off-white do it better? Chances are the answer is yes. Whether you're refreshing your wardrobe or reimagining your space, these 10 elegant shades bring warmth, depth, and undeniable style. So why stick to the classic black when you can stand out with something even better?